Good afternoon, everybody. From a sweltering hot Israel about to enter another heat wave, welcome to the last edition of the Israel Brief for the week, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Rolene Marks, your host, and as always, I bring you those top stories from Israel and surrounds every Monday to Thursday. So before we head off into the weekend here in Israel, let's take a look at what's making the news. And we begin in Iran, and the IDF have asked for a large increase in their budget to take on the possibility of a nuclear Iran. Meanwhile, the government is also preparing for any event in case the nuclear talks do fail. Defense Minister Benny Gantz has also said that Israel needs to be ready for a nuclear Iran, but Iran has indicated that they will not enter any deals until Raisi assumes power. Raisi will replace Rouhani as the president of that country, and he is known as the executioner or the butcher, and is seen to be far more extreme than his predecessors Rouhani and Ahmadinejad. Meanwhile, Israel looks set to welcome a group of Iranian dissidents who will be visiting the country next week on a Solidarity with Israel mission. They are part of a group that promotes human rights and different kinds of freedoms, and we look forward to welcoming them here in the Jewish state. Meanwhile, it looks like relations between Israel and Turkey are really warming up in the good way for a change. A spokesperson for Erdogan's AK party has said that in the wake of the phone call between President Erdogan and the Israeli President Isaac Herzog, they have formed a framework for the improving of ties between the two countries. From Turkey's perspective, they have indicated that they would like to engage Israel on issues such as the Palestinians and how to go about negotiating peace, but also would like to strengthen ties with trade and tourism. Turkey has in the past been a very popular tourism destination for many Israelis. However, over the last couple of years, as relations have kind of iced over and there has been an exchange of harsh words at times with the previous Prime Minister Netanyahu, it seems that a lot of Israelis preferred to go elsewhere. So hopefully we will be seeing a change in relationship, but this time for the better. Now, turning north of Israel's border, the IDF have released footage which shows that Hezbollah, another Iranian-sponsored proxy, have stored weapons in a depot just 25 meters away from a school. This is in the village of Eba. Should anything have happened, there be a conflagration or some kind of explosion, that would endanger the lives of at least 300 children and staff. The use of human shields is not an unusual tactic for terror organizations like Hezbollah or Hamas. We spoke at length about 2 months ago how Hamas were hiding their weapons and firing them from within civilian infrastructure, and Hezbollah employs very similar tactics. So those are our top stories, short and sweet as we head off into the weekend. But if you're looking for something to read, we've got you covered online with our website at www.layoftheland.online. We've written a beautiful tribute to somebody very special, a man by the name of Victor Gordon, who's written extraordinary plays about Israel and was very active in South Africa, in the community there and in the media. And you can also check it out on our Facebook page, where some of you are watching this very video. So if you haven't already liked or followed us, please do so. Share our content. And if you like our content on our YouTube channel at The Israel Brief, please click the red subscribe button. We are trying to get as many followers on our social media as possible. This helps us tell Israel's story to the world. So we need your help in making that happen. We're also on Twitter because, hey, who isn't? And you can find us at Lay of the Land 5. That's at Lay of the Land 5. So from all of us here at the Israel Brief, we continue to wish our readers and viewers in South Africa, please be safe, and we are thinking of you. Our many viewers and readers around the world who have been in and out of lockdown. We hope that we have been keeping you company. And as we head off into the weekend, for all of us in Israel, make sure that you hydrate. This is us at the Israel Brief wishing you a peaceful, a rest-filled weekend. Shabbat Shalom. And we will see you on the other side of the weekend.